Hi soulmates, welcome to the part 2 video of how to sew this shirt. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing you need to do, this is the 2-step, the upper one. This is the upper 2-step. This is the upper 2-step. This is where we're going to insert the first quilloning and the second step here. We have to put the quilloning inside here. To be able to do that, you need to press the edges here so that you will know where to put the quilloning like this. So we need this sharp edge like this. So we need the sharp edge for the 2-step. So this is the 2-step, the upper gathers of the top. This is the 2-step for the upper gathers. And this is where we're going to be inserting the quilloning. So before you do that, you need to iron the edges here. You need to iron these edges because you open it up and put your quilloning inside. So this ironing is for you to gauge where the midpoint is. You understand? Then you cover it up and sew. So we need the sharp edge here. So you have to iron these edges to get that line. All right, so this is the curve for the sleeve. This is the curve. You need to put your paper stay or any kind of interfacing to it, depending on how you want it. Okay, guys, so this is the curve for the sleeve. So let's go straight to sewing. All right, so I have to cut 2 parts like this. Next thing to do is to give it a good press. Thing to do is to join the shoulder together. You can You can first whip this place, or if you first whip them before you join it. So this is the shoulder. So let's join. So having done that, you're going to proceed to open this part, the shoulder part. You iron it. This is for the button. So I already bend 1.5 inch inward for the buttons. You have to iron at every point. I'm giving it a good press. So then we're going to do it like this and sew this part here. So it's going to be like this. Alright, so this is for the 2-step. I'm going to place the two on each other like this and sew. I'm going to notch the midpoint. I'm going to notch the middle. Like this. Then I'll notch the front middle as well. Like this. I'm going to notch the front middle like this too. Then you're going to put your gathers. The upper part is going to be facing the upper part like this. Then you proceed to do your gathers. You can whip this part here. You can whip this part because this is how we're going to be folding it here. So you can go and whip this part because you are going to be folding it like this. So you do your gathers. It's not going to get to this end point. Oh, you're going to stop at least 1 inch here. You're going to give it at least 1 inch or 1.5 inch space here. That's where you're going to stop. So you give it that gathers. I'm going to leave at least 1.5 inch space here. So this is the second part here. You fold it like this again. No, I told you to whip this part. So you fold it again like this. You measure 1.5 inch here. And you start from that part. That 1.5 inch. The next thing to do is to pinch this part here. You can just look for some a way to pinch this part here. Maybe when you're done sewing, you can do it later. You can just pinch some part here because you know this part is going to be up. You can wear it first and then pinch this part. You can use your needle and thread to do that, or you can use your machine to hold this part to the up. But let's leave this one aside, and this is the band. We need two bands. I showed you when we were cutting it. We need one for the front and one for the back. So the band length has to be it has to be equal with this one here. So you have to measure it. It has to be equal. All right, so I'm going to trim the remaining one. So I need two, one for the front and one for the back. It has to be equal with the body. Two for the front, two for the back. We're going to insert our elastic inside. This is the elastic. Then you close it. You drag it. Then you do the second part like that too. You put the elastic in the middle. So you put the elastic in the middle. This is the second one for the back. And you close it down like this. You are going to attach the band to the upper part, to the front part of the dress. We have our elastic inside the band already, and we have attached the band to the front part. So the next thing to do is you can use your office pin to secure this part like this, because this has to be on the top. You can use your hands to arrange it anyhow you want it. You can see, you can give it any shape you want. Here, you can see I'm doing it. You use your pins to hold it up. You see the midpoint. Hold this part too with your pins. So we're going to be tacking these parts here. You're going to attach the back band to it. But before you do that, you can as well trim the back a bit. Maybe you can remove half inch from this back here. Then you fix the band. So this is the down gathers. So I'm going to notch the midpoint here and the midpoint of the band. So you're going to whip every part of this dress. So you're going to whip it. Then you do the back gathers. So you notch this part, the mid part here. So now you guys see that it's already giving. It's already giving what it's supposed to give. You're going to proceed to give it a good press. Then you see all this part that I told you guys to put your pin. You're going to stitch them down like this. You're going to stitch them down or you rearrange it anyhow you want it to look. And the last thing to do before you proceed to join, the last thing to do is the band here. Okay, so this is the back. This is our back. You're going to measure it equally like this. It has to be equal. Can you see how I folded it? Like this and like this. Then you measure 4 inch or 5 inches. 4 inches is enough. Then you slash open the back like this. So this is the back. Then you do it to the other side. Now I have my facing, the two facing or the two sides. So let's do this side first. the both side. So you proceed to do the same thing to the other side like this. So you can do a tiny curve if you want. It's not compulsory you do the same curve. You understand? The next thing to do is to measure the neck and cut your collar for the neck. You can change it. You can still leave it the same way it is. You can just play around with this and